Hi everybody, this is Deb from Shop at Threads. Welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be showing you a demo tutorial on how to make a lamppost for the holidays or any days actually. This is a great little lamppost to put outside in the summer. It's great to put next to a fireplace, decorate it for Christmas, whatever floats your boat. Anyway, we're going to be showing you from the bottom of the lamppost up to the top what materials you're going to need. Again, there's just a handful of things you need, and it's pretty simple. Now, you are going to need some tools, power tools, to cut some wood and cut the bottom of the lamppost. And I'll show you that. But anyway, you're going to need a couple of electrical tools. So let me introduce you to my husband, Michael, who's going to be demoing the lamppost as we're moving along. Hey, this is my husband, Michael.
Hi, everyone.
And this is the lamppost that we're going to be demoing. So we're going to start, like I said, at the bottom of the video, and we're going to move to the top just to kind of give you what you need to purchase in order to make this beautiful piece, do-it-yourself piece, actually. Starting at the bottom, base on the very, very bottom, you're going to need something very sturdy. I chose to get, perfect view, Michael, that's perfect. I chose to get about 1.5 inches by 10 inches round pine piece of wood. You can purchase these at Home Depot, Lowe's, and Menards. So that one is 10 inches, okay? Next, you're going to need a flower pot. That's plastic. And if you can get it in black, then you don't need to spray paint it in black. I just had to spray paint that one because they were all out of black ones when I went to go purchase. So you're going to get a flower pot that's 8 inches wide at the top of the flower pot when it's standing, you know, on its base. Okay, then you need a lamp post. It was for a deck. We found it in I think it was at Menards, and it's a lamp post you use for the stairs on a deck. Anyways, that post is, I want to say, about 4 feet. I want to say it was 4 feet, if I'm not mistaken. You're going to need one of those. Then you're going to need, at the top, we have, let me show you here. You have a hook. I put a hook there so that I can put a small wreath on it for the holidays. And then next, you have your dowel rods. And I believe that one's a 1/2 inch size. Okay. Underneath the lantern, you're going to need a piece of wood. And I believe this wood that we cut was a 4 by 4 inch piece of wood. That's going to hold your lantern to the post. Okay. So we will go ahead and start at the bottom how we did, or go through demoing what we did to pull it all together. You can stand that straight back up. All right. So the embellishment too, I forgot, I apologize. I bought that at Michael's. And that's a piece of plastic, actually. It's not metal. I just made it look like metal. I spray painted it black, and then I took our gold dust that we went around on the posts, and I went over it with a soft cloth just to give it more of a antique look. And I did that on the post too. I just took a soft cloth, put it's called glitter dust, I think. And we'll show you it at the end when we're done explaining a few more things. And that's what gave it a real antique look. And if you can see at the top, my lantern has got an antique look. I didn't do that. It came like that. Okay. So first things first, you're going to spray paint everything black. Okay. Unless you want a different color. You can do it in red. You can do it in any color you want. I particularly like the black because it matches the lantern. And I think it looks, you know, extremely classy. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to spray paint each item separately so that you don't have no marks or anything like that. I mean, you could do it together, spray paint it together, but personally, I do it separately. So that's number one. Then what you're going to do is you're going to cut a hole in your flower pot, which I want to say that was a 4x4 all the way around. I mean, it was 4 inches by 4 inches because I think that's what the post is. So you're going to need like a saber saw for that and just cut whatever size post is that you have at the bottom. You're going to cut that size in the bottom of the flower pot. Okay, so that was step number 2. Now what you're going to do once you do that and it's already spray painted, you're going to slide that flower pot up the post like such, and then you're going to secure the post to the bottom round circle of wood, which is your base. And then Michael will show you underneath the round circle how we did that. So all it is we put in, I want to say, a couple of screws underneath, and you can tell we hit it the wrong way at first. So there was a couple holes there that shouldn't be, but we finally got it right. So that's what you're going to do is put 3 screws in the bottom, and you're going to want longer screws to make sure that it's super secure. Okay. I decorated the bottom of that wood, but you don't need to do that. It's on the bottom. That was just my anal way of doing things. So that's what you're going to do. So now you got your base on, you got your flower pot, and you got your post all pulled together. You can glue your flower pot down at this time. That's up to you. I forgot to do that. And quite honestly, I got to do that after the video is done because it's been sitting like that since I made it. And you can also, like where the post and the flower pot meet, because no matter what, it's a piece of plastic flower pot you're cutting into. You're going to have jaggedy edges. I'm going to take a 1/4 inch round piece of wood and go around the post where the planter meets the pot, and just do 1/4 inch rounds going around there so it looks a little more finished, because I haven't gotten to that yet either. So then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go in, so everything's painted, you're going to go in and you're going to glue your embellishment to the post. That is right there. I used E6000. Was it 6,000 or 3,000? I think it's E6000. Anyway, you're going to glue that down really good. You want that nice and solid. And then around the post, after you had already painted it, of course, I took the dust that I was explaining, the copper dust, and went around the posts in both areas that Michael is showing you. And that just gave it, again, more of an antique-y look. And then the next step that we did was we went in and put in the hook. So, I mean, that's optional to you if you want a hook or you don't want a hook. I wanted it because I decorated at Christmas, and I put my small wreath on it. And then after that, you're going to put 1/2 inch holes on each side of the post. Make sure they're even. You don't want them one higher than the other. And I used a 1/2 inch dowel rod that was already painted up, spray painted by me. And once it was drilled, I took and went in and I used hot glue on that one. I hot glued the handles in. They still should be a little bit shorter, so I think I'm going to cut those down a little bit. But that's where I want to hang a couple stockings, which is what we did last year, into that. The next step is you are going to take that piece of wood that's underneath the lantern that you spray painted black. It's 4 by 4 inches, or whatever your lantern. You may pick a different lantern, so you may have to put a different size piece of wood underneath there, or maybe you don't even need any piece of wood. I personally think it makes it more stable. I didn't want to take the lantern and screw that into the post without anything more stable there, because then eventually that would loosen up. So that's why we put the wood underneath there. So you're going to take that 4 by 4 piece of wood, center it on your post, and screw that in from the inside of the lantern. And we'll show you that. So if you could tip that, Michael, and show them the inside of the lantern. There is, let me see if I can zoom you in here. Yeah. There is a circle right there with the screw in it. We just took the drill and went straight down from the bottom of the lantern into the post to secure it, into that other piece of wood, and then into the post. Okay? That's pretty much it. That's how simple this is to make. It was so simple, and yet it is so elegant. We get more compliments on that when people come in, and it is such a warming do-it-yourself project that you really wouldn't know that that was made because it's so solid and so pretty. So let's show them the lantern inside. Now, because personally, we've got two different type of lanterns, and I'll go back and forth between the two. How about the brown lantern right now? Put that in there, but you got to turn it on either before or after. I have and I bought this at Amazon. It's a flickery lantern that's operated by batteries. And what I did is I went inside the big lantern with this one that has a remote actually, so I can operate it. If I'm sitting on the couch, I can operate that twinkling lantern that I bought at Amazon without having to get up off the couch. Can you shut that just to show them? And it really looks real. It looks so elegant. So that was one of them that I thought really worked well. And the other one, that depends on what holiday it is, what mood I'm in. We've got another one that's kind of cool, and we'll show you that one too. You gotta turn it, honey. I'm sorry that it got stuck. Okay, the other lantern. Now these, again, I bought these at Amazon, and I'll post links below where you can purchase what it is on Amazon. This one here, it's also battery operated, but as you can see, it's turning color. Shut that door. It turns colors. So you can either have it stay a solid color, or you can have it where it's turning different colors, and it's remote operated too. So I could be sitting on the couch and say, well, I don't want it to be green. I want it to be solid red. So I can stop it on solid red and just leave it like that, or have it look like more of a natural light. Now, what's cool about that light, when it's dark, it actually has a reflection. And if you can put it against the wall, Michael, and that kind of gives you an idea of how it reflects off of anything that's surrounding it. Do you see that? How cool is that? And then that color, it's light out. It's daylight right now, so you're not seeing it too great. But when it's not daylight, it really gives it a nice reflection. Okay. So we can probably leave that, in spot, and I'll just show show everybody what type of spray I used and the dust that I used to put on the lantern itself. So if you want to get the materials, you can even leave them there and show them. These are the materials that we used. To start with, when I said that we spray painted everything, Michael will bring it up close to the camera, and then you can see. This is what I used. Rust-Oleum. 2 times Ultra. Let me show you. There. 2 times Ultra Cover Paint and Primer. That's what I used to paint the post. And everything, for that matter. I used it for everything. So that's what I used. So that's what you're going to need. If you have a better spray paint that you want to use, well, by all means, use it. But the glitter dust, I can't think of what exactly it is called, but it's in a tube like this. And I bought it at Michael's, and they come in different colors. This one is like a coppery gold. And all I did was take a little tiny bit, put it on a soft cloth, and I went around, like I showed you on the post. I went around the areas I wanted to make look like an antique look, which is, again, the embellishment and the lower and upper part of the post. Now, my lantern has the exact same antique look on it as what I put on the post and the embellishment. So it pulled all together looking just fantastic. So that should be it. That's pretty much covering what all we did. And you can obviously glue down that pot to the wood. We forgot to do that. And then put embellishments on the dowels that were used for the post. All right, I think that pretty much wraps it up. And I want to thank everybody. And also, if you would please, we really would appreciate it if you like it, then put a like on our channel. And then also if you would subscribe, that would be helpful very much. And we both appreciate your time. And you have yourself a good day. And I'm sure Michael wants to say goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good one. We'll talk soon.